Okay, made a slight mistake on the previous ground out by Greenberg. It was out number 3, which means the runner does advance. So Cobb actually went to third on that play. And now with Cash walking, it's runners at the corners with 2 outs for Miguel Cabrera. So I want to make sure I got that right. 6-7, and that's another walk. We had 6-7 back-to-back. So bases are loaded for Al Kaline, and Guidry's in trouble. Bullpen could be going quickly. 6-7 again. That's a third consecutive 6-7 I've rolled. I should go to Vegas, I think. And that's going to force in a run as Ty Cobb scores. And the Tigers take a 2-0 lead. If we can get Guidry off to 6-7, we'll be all right. Here's Trammell for 4-10, and that's a fly ball to center field X. And the center fielder for the Yankees is DiMaggio, who's a 1. So you would think he'd make the play. It's a 13. 1 and a 13 is an out, and that's the third out of the inning, so it doesn't matter what kind of an out. But the Tigers pick up another run on the bases loaded walk, and we go to the bottom of the third. It's 2-0 in favor of the Tigers. Yankees have their work cut out for them. Top of the order, and Jeter against Lolich. 5-3 is a ground ball pitcher X. Lolich is a 4, and that's a 17. So a 4 and a 17 is an out. So easy play there. So Lolich made the play. Here's DiMaggio. He grounded to third his first time up. 5-6 is a strikeout. So Lolich gets DiMaggio on strikes. 2 down for Lou Gehrig. It's a 5-10, and a 5-10 is a catcher X. Catcher for the Tigers is Parrish. He is a 2, and that's a 4. So a 4, a 2 and a 4 is a wild pitch followed by a foul out, but nobody's on base. So it's simply a foul out to end the inning. So we go through 3 complete, and the score is Tigers 2, Yankees nothing. Tough matchup for the Yankees here in round 2. Guidry back on the bump, but he's on a short leash. Here's Gibson to lead things off. It's a 2-8 for Gibson. And a 2-8 to home run, so the leash got even tighter as Kirk Gibson goes deep. It is now 3-0, and the Yankee bullpen is throwing in earnest right now. And we're looking at... Who are we looking at here? A guy that can go multiple innings, maybe. So we're looking at potentially Goose Gossage. So Goose Gossage is loosening in the bullpen as Guidry struggling a bit. As Gibson homers, and it brings up Lance Parrish. 3-0 Tigers now. 3-7 for Lance Parrish. 3-7 is a fly to left. 1 away. If you wonder why I'm talking a little slow and a little groggily, maybe it's I was out at the football game last night, and the fourth quarter was a downpour, so hopefully I'm not catching a cold, but we'll find out. Here's Ty Cobb, 5-6. 5-6 is a strikeout. Guidry struck him out. 2 down. 2 down. Here's Charlie Gehringer. 2-4 for Gehringer, and that's a ground ball back to Guidry to end the inning. But the Tigers put up another run thanks to the Gibson home run, and it's 3-0. As Lolich now back out to face Babe Ruth. He walked his first time up. 6-7. 6-7 is a 1-18 single. Let's get this a little closer, maybe you can see it better. It's a 1-18 single. 19-20 is a line out. It is a 12, so it's a single for Babe. The Yankees try to come back. Here's Mickey Mantle. They certainly have the firepower to do it. 6-12 is a fly to left. 1 away for Roger Maris. 2-4 for Maris. 2-4 is a ground ball third base B. That's a fielder's choice. As Ruth is out at second. 2 down. Maris to first. Here's Yogi. Yogi, a 3-3 is a pop out to second, and that's going to end the inning. So after 4 complete, it is Tigers 3, Yankees nothing. Here's Hank Greenberg. It's a 312 for Greenberg, and that is a strikeout. Guidry trying to stay in there as long as possible. Here's Norm Cash. 4-4. It's a fly ball to right. 2 down for Miguel Cabrera. And that's a 4-6. And that's a strikeout. So Guidry bounced back. And now Gossage has sat down as Guidry seems to be back on track. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 3-0 Tigers. And Greg Nettles to lead things off. Bottom of the order, Nettles, Lazzeri, and Jeter. 3-9 for Nettles is a ground ball to second. That's 1 away. Brings up Tony Lazzeri. Lazzeri a 3-8. 3-8 is a fly to left. 2 down for Derek Jeter. Jeter a 5-8 off of Lolich is a strikeout. So Lolich, wasn't sure whether to use Lolich or McLean in this game. Went with Lolich, and so far it's paying off. And here come the Tigers back again here in the 6th. As Al Kaline will be the first batter. It's a 1-6 for Kaline, and that's a potential triple. 7-20 is a double. 1-6 for a triple. 7-20 is a double. It's a 4, so it's a leadoff triple for Al Kaline. And now Gossage is back up and throwing in the bullpen. Here's Trammell. Infield is in. 3-5. 3-5. Look at this. Doesn't matter about the infield. 3-5, a home run or a double. 1-15 is a 2-run homer. And it's an 18, but it's a double. So it won't be a homer, but it will be a double. Kaline will score, make it 4-0, and that's it for Guidry. He's gone. And he will be replaced by the Goose. And he'll be facing Kirk Gibson to start things off. So Guidry running into issues. And now Gibson is up with the runner at second and nobody out. It's a 5-9, and a 5-9 is a ground ball C, so that's going to advance the runner to third base with 1 out. And the infield is going to come in with Lance Parrish batting. 2-8 for Parrish is a strikeout, so much needed strikeout there for out number 2. And it's a Ty Cobb, the batter. First base is open, but they're going to go in and pitch to him. 6-7 is a strikeout. Gossage got him. So Gossage got out of further trouble, but it's now a 4-0 ball game. And Lolich enjoying the run support. And he's going to be facing Joltin' Joe, who hasn't jolted yet. He's 0 for 2. It's a 5-10, and that's a catcher X. Catcher is Parrish. He's a 2. And that's a 14. 2 and a 14 is simply going to be a foul out. So they've kept DiMaggio in check. That'll bring up Lou Gehrig. He's 1 for 2. And that's a 5-6 off of Lolich is a strikeout. So 2 down for Babe Ruth. 5-6 again is another strikeout. That's the back-to-back rolls. I seem to do that a lot. And we've completed 6 innings. It's 4-0 Tigers. Goose back out for another inning. He'll be facing Charlie Gehringer. That's a 2-4 for Gehringer, and that's a ground ball back to the pitcher. 1-3 on the ground out. 1 away for Greenberg. That's a 6-7, and 6-7 on Gossage is a strikeout. So 2 down for Norm Cash. Cash a 3-4, and a 3-4 is a walk. Cash walks, brings up Cabrera. That's a 2-8 for Cabrera. 2-8 is a ground ball to short to end the inning. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. It is a 4-0 Tiger lead. And with the lead, the Tigers now are going to make a defensive change with the very shaky number 5 rated Cabrera at third. They're going to remove him for defensive purposes. since they have this 4-run lead. And they're going to bring in, he's not much better, Ray Boone. He's a 4, but at least he's more of a legitimate third baseman. So Boone is in for Cabrera here in the bottom of the 7th, and he will bat in the 5th position, which is currently 9th in the order now since Cabrera made the last out. So it is Mickey Lolich back out for inning number 7, and he's going to be facing Mantle. That's a 1-3 for Mantle. 1-3 is a ground ball to second. 1 away. So the heart of the order for the Yankees has not been doing it against Lolich. Here's Maris. 5-6 is a strikeout. He has found that 5-6 roll quite a bit today. Here's Yogi Berra. It's a 6-6, and that's a chance for a extra base hit. 1-9 is a double. 10-20 is a single. And that's a 16, so it's a single for Yogi. Brings up Greg Nettles. That's a 2-7 for Nettles, and he will strike out. So that's going to end the inning. Lolich shutting the Yankees out through 7. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Yankees as Gossage has gone a couple of innings. Don't want to wear him out. So they're going to bring in Dooley Womack. So Dooley Womack is in. Dooley Womack, his 1976 season when he was their closer. He had 18 saves and a 2.41 ERA. And he's going to be facing Al Kaline to lead off the 8th. That's a 1-6 for Kaline, and he's got another chance for a triple. I think he had this last time. 1-6 is a triple. 7-20 is still going to be a double. That's a 4, so it's his second triple in a row for Kaline. So the infield's going to have to come in, and here's Alan Trammell. That's a 5-4. That's ground ball shortstop X. That's Jeter, who's a 2. And that's a 15. So 2 and a 15 is an out 3. Run first going on. It says runners advance, so I guess with the basic, it really doesn't matter about the infield end. You just kind of go by what it shows there. So the out is recorded, but the run does score. And the Tigers now lead it 5-0. RBI ground up for Trammell. Here's Gibson. 6-9 against Womack, and a 6-9 is a walk. So Womack okay, the Yankees are a little frustrated with Womack, so they've turned to Dave Righetti to try to get out of the rest of this. He'll be facing Lance Parrish. It's 1-6, and that's a walk. That's not what they wanted. That's what Womack was doing, but they're getting the same thing out of Righetti so far, the first batter. It's runners at first and second with 1 out for Ty Cobb. It's a 6-6, and that's a strikeout. That's what they wanted. So that's out number 2. Brings up Charlie Gehringer. That's a 6-9, and that's a fly to center. It would have been a sac fly, but it's the 3rd out. So Righetti gets out of it, but the run does score off Womack, and it is 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. And Lolich still in charge. You're facing the number 9 hitter, Tony Lazzeri. 3-6 for Lazzeri, and that's a base hit. So Tony Lazzeri, leadoff single. Back to the top of the order for Jeter, and that's a 2-6. So for Jeter, a 2-6. It's a pop out to short. 1 away for Joe DiMaggio. And that's a 1-11 for DiMaggio. And a 1-11 for DiMaggio is a single. And they'll play station to station down 5-0. Brings up Lou Gehrig. And the Tiger bullpen's starting to loosen a little bit now. Here's Gehrig. 4-3 against Lolich as a fly ball left field X. And the left fielder for the Tigers is Cobb. He's a 2. And that's a 20. Might be a re-roll. And no, it's actually an out number 5, which says run on third scores, but there are no runs on third, so it's simply a fly to left. 2 down for Babe Ruth. And that's a 1-7. You don't want to be off column 1 on the Babe, but It's a strikeout. All those walks and the 1-7 was the strikeout, and he found it, and the inning is over. So Lolich has shut out the Tigers. I'm sorry, shut out the Yankees through 8. We go to the top of the 9th. 5-0. Here is Greenberg off of Righetti. 5-4. Fly ball center field X. That is DiMaggio, who's a 1. And it's a 13. So a 1 and a 13 is an out. Good play. 1 away. Norm Cash. 310 for Cash. 310. 1 to 13 is a single. Anything else is a line out to second. It's a single. So Cash with a single. That brings up Ray Boone. He came in for the defensive purposes for Cabrera. He gets his first at bat. 5-9 against Righetti. Is a ground ball second base C. So the runner does advance, but there are now 2 outs. And it's Al Kaline, who's tripled 2 times in a row. They could walk him and pitch to Trammell. And, well, Kaline's hitting 340 and Trammell hit 343, so pick your poison. 5-12 is a ground ball to the pitcher, and that's going to... Oh, I'm sorry, that was 6-12. 5-12 is a strikeout, so Righetti got out of it. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Mickey Lolich going for the complete game shutout. But the bullpen for the Tigers is loosening and ready if needed. They do have John Hiller. John Hiller, he was their closer in 73 when he had 38 saves rather, and a 1.44 ERA. So he is loose and ready if Lolich should falter. But right now it's Mickey Mantle. 5-8. Ground ball shortstop X, that is Trammell. And Trammell is a 1. And that's a 3. 3 and a 1, or 1 with a 3 result is an out. So Mantle is out. He's 0 for 4 in the game. Disappointing game for Mantle. Here is Maris. He hasn't done anything either. In fact, we're going to pinch hit for Maris. So they're going to go to the bench here for the Yankees and bring in somebody. They're going to bring in Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly. So Donnie Baseball, his 1986 season when he hit 352. So the only reason he's not playing because of Lou Gehrig. So, but he could DH or have Gehrig DH and put Mattingly at first in one of these games. So Mattingly is a pinch hitter. Mattingly pinch hitting against Lolich. 3-9. 3-9 for Mattingly is a single. So there you go. Right on cue, a pinch hit single, and that brings up Yogi Berra. Not going to pinch hit for Yogi. It's a 4-9. 4-9's a strikeout. 2 down, 1 out of the way. Greg Nettles. Greg Nettles. But we might get a pinch hitter for Nettles. He hasn't done anything either. So they're going to the bench for Nettles. And they're going to go to... Looks like they're going to go to Bobby Mercer. So Bobby Mercer, his 1971 season when he had 25 home runs and 331. He's going to pinch hit for Nettles. Try to keep it going against Lolich. 6-5, so it's off Lolich anyway. But 6-5, if we look at Lolich on a 6-5, a 1 to 15 is a homer. 16 to 20 is a double, so the run's going to probably score. It's a 20, so it's a double. So the question is, do you want to send him and possibly make that last out? Mattingly runs. Let's see what Mattingly's running rating is. Mattingly runs at a 12. You know, down 5-0, they're not going to send him. They're going to hold him. So that puts runners at second and third. And now Lolich is going to come out. It looks like he's losing a little bit. And John Hiller is going to come in. It's not really a save situation yet, but they just don't want to take any more chances. And with Tony Lazzeri, the batter, he hit 309, so that's about the best. They have nobody better on the bench, so Lazzeri's going to still be in the bat. And he'll be facing the new pitcher, John Hiller. 2 outs in the 9th. 5-8. 5-8 is a strikeout, and that's the ball game. John Hiller wraps it up. So the Yankees get blanked 5-0 by the Tigers. And with that victory, the Tigers will go to the next round in the winner's bracket. The Yankees will drop down, and it's possible they could be playing the Cubs again in the loser's bracket in the next round, so stay tuned for that. But player of the game right here, Mickey Lolich. He shut out the Yankees through 8+. And if you want to have an offensive star, give it to Al Kaline. He had 2 triples and a sac fly, so between the two of them, they took care of the Yankees in short order. And they go advance in the winner's bracket. Yankees drop to the loser's bracket. So that's it from here. Round 2 is now underway. Game 1. Winner's bracket, it is the Yankees falling to the Tigers 5-0. Be back sometime later for another game in round 2. Not sure which one yet. I'm thinking it's going to be the Cardinals and Dodgers, but we'll have to wait and see. Until next time, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it, and I will see you all down the road.